Good evening, everyone. I'm getting ready to make another recipe from the Pumpkin Recipes book. Today I am going to make these pumpkin spice mini donuts. I'm not going to show the recipe because I don't see this anywhere else, this exact recipe. It's pretty unique. So, you know, out of respect for the author, if you want this recipe, you're going to have to buy the book. I'll link it down below. Now we're going to give it a try. I've definitely I have made pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins. I have baked pumpkin donuts, like the bigger kind, but never like these small ones. And so how it's unique is you're supposed to use like a mini muffin cup tray, which I don't have that. I'm not for sure what that is. I have this. I've never used it. I don't know why I have it. And so in her directions, she says the mini muffin cups are like 1 3/4 inch. These are like 1 inch. We're gonna use this. We're gonna see how it works. And so it is a very similar, like if you ever made pumpkin bread, it's the recipe that itself is pretty similar. You know, it's got sugar, cinnamon, flour, brown sugar, baking powder, salt, ground ginger, nutmeg, eggs, canned pumpkin, which you know me, I'm gonna use fresh pureed pumpkin that I made, butter, milk, and vanilla, and sage. No sage, but that's Sage the cat. I forgot to grab the vanilla. Let me grab the vanilla and so then the first thing you always do is get all your dry ingredients together in one bowl, all your wet ingredients together in another bowl. And Sage, I don't need your help. I got this covered. We are good to go, okay? This is the fresh pumpkin puree I made 2 days ago. As you can see, it's pretty watery. So if you use fresh pumpkin puree, my tip is just to squash out as much of the water as you can. Press out as much of the water. Drain it. You could press it through a sieve. I don't. I just use a slotted spoon when I fill my cup. So this recipe needs 1/2 cup canned pumpkin. And so when I am filling up my 1/2 cup, I will press out as much water as I can. When you use canned pumpkin, you'll notice it's pretty solid. Definitely not as watery as this. Somehow in their canning process, they get rid of a lot of the moisture. So when you're using your own, make sure you get rid of as much of the water as you can. Here's all the dry ingredients that I'm gonna whisk together. Usually the sugar is considered a wet, so I don't know why they wanted the brown sugar with the dry, but that's fine. So I'm gonna get that all whisked together and then get my wet ingredients in the next bowl. This is the wet ingredients I'm going to mix together with a hand mixer, and then I will slowly add the dry ingredients and incorporate that all together. I don't want to overmix. That's just kind of standard, like when you make pumpkin bread or anything like bread like that. Just don't overmix. All right, I got the dough mixed together. It is incredibly sticky. Remember when I made the scones the other day? If you've watched that video, the scones turned out pretty good, but the dough itself was so sticky. But I'm not having to roll this out or anything. So the next step says take your mini muffin pan, which I think this is a mini cookie pan, but that's fine. So I'm gonna spray it with nonstick spray and then just put like a tablespoon, less, maybe like a teaspoon in each little cup. Bake it at 350 for 12 minutes and then we'll see what happens. All right, I think I got them the right amount of full, but I'm afraid it's gonna raise too much. We'll see what happens. All right, this is after 12 minutes. Do the toothpick test. Oh, they're sticking. It's a good sign. There's nothing on the toothpick. I was expecting them to be a little more brown, but that's okay. So then put them on a rack to cool for 2 minutes, and then we brush with butter and roll in cinnamon sugar. For the second batch, I was only able to fill the pan up 80%. I'm gonna put that in the oven real quick, and then they're cooled enough that I should be able to brush them and roll them in the brown sugar. So I think it's looking pretty good. They do actually look like donut holes after you cover them with sugar. They look like mini muffins. Now they're starting to look like donut holes. So I ran out of cinnamon sugar. I'd have to make some more and needed about more butter, but I don't know that I'm going to. I'm going to do a taste test real quick. So here they are covered with cinnamon sugar and butter, and then here they are plain. So we're going to taste test with my husband. Oh my God.
They ripped my shoelaces apart.
The cats love untying his shoes.
That one especially, the orange one.
Are you being bad, Mimosa?
She's always bad.
All right. All right, taste test. So this is a pumpkin donut hole.
It's really good.
I got crazy here. It's 11 o'clock at night. I don't know why I always bake so late.
Taste that.
Well,
Taste it.
The only reason I want you to taste it is because I don't think I'm going to cover the rest. You want me to cover the rest? Then you got to whip me up some more cinnamon sugar.
All right.
Robert's going to make me some cinnamon sugar. I'll cover the rest.
They can't just do that.
Did I get that on video? I don't know.
No.
No, I didn't get it on video. They're whatever. All right. Robert says they're better with the sugar.
Oh my God.
Robert just ate like 6 of them in like a minute. He's in love. He's making more cinnamon sugar. That's Felix right there. Almost time to take out the second batch. So yeah, I would do this recipe again. Oh, there's my oven timer. I had all the ingredients. There was a lot of ingredients, but I had them all. So, wasn't that hard to make. I would definitely do it again. Always cats watching. Here's what I got left. I've covered them all. Robert ate a bunch. I was like, oh, I won't have to do a pumpkin recipe for a couple days because these are gonna last like for a couple days. No, I'll bake something else tomorrow because these are not gonna last. They're gonna be gone by lunchtime tomorrow. They're very addictive. And then, you know, I will have to throw the rest of this away because it's got butter mixed into it. A little butter left. And yeah, that's definitely a recipe I will repeat. So I think mine look pretty darn good. Are they perfect? No. But I always like to compare it with the book. Yes, of course the book looks better. But I think mine's pretty darn good too.